UAE President receives the ruler of Dubai on the occasion of Ramadan. Al Ain police seize 7 tons worth of illegal goods. And a severe drought in China affects 4 million. This is 7 National News. In our top story this evening, the UAE President, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, received the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum at Al Rawad Palace on Tuesday evening. Sheikh Khalifa also received Their Highnesses Supreme Council members and rulers of the Emirates, Crown Princes and Deputy rulers from around the country. The UAE President exchanged best wishes on the occasion of Ramadan and hosted an iftar banquet in honour of his high-profile guests. Meanwhile, the organising committee of the Dubai International Award for the Holy Quran today announced the selection of President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan as the Islamic personality of the award in its 15th session. Various inspections are being carried out across the country to ensure the public's rights and health is protected, especially during the holy month. During the last couple of days, the Ministry of Economy has been visiting various supermarkets and fruit and vegetable markets to monitor commodity prices. Meanwhile, Dubai Municipality's Food Control Department is also carrying out inspections on food establishments to ensure Ramadan timings are observed and food safety regulations are adhered to. Khalid Mohammed Sharif, Director of the Food Control Department at Dubai Municipality, revealed in a statement that in spite of all inspection programs in place by the Food Control Department, we still find some food establishments violate some rules of food safety. Some officials or managers are not well trained or not involved in the application of food safety practices in their organisations. Sharjah is currently preparing for the 25th Ramadan and Eid fair that will officially open from August 11 until the 3rd of September. Addressing a press conference today ahead of the fair, officials discussed the unique aspects of the show. According to Saif Mohammed Al Midfa, the Director General of Sharjah's Expo Centre, for the first time, Sharjah Police will participate in the fair by running campaigns on personal and public safety. Additionally, medical and cultural aspects will also be a part of this year's fair. To this end, health issues will be addressed by representatives from the Sharjah Medical Zone.
We're offering also the education part. Sharjah is the education hub. This 25th edition, as I said, combines both public and private sector working together, and Expo is giving them this platform. What the visitors can benefit is where they can see both working together in the same place, and it's a family attraction area where you can do shopping, entertainment, everything in one area, in one place.
We'll be doing a lot of exclusive programs within the stall from the EMAC side, and we have a lot of, whole 24 days long activity plan, which we have already given to the Sharjah Expo Board. What we are going to do as a EMAX, we feel very proud, and we are going to be there with full, complete energy.
Al Ain police have confiscated 7 tons of illegal goods that were being sold on the streets of the capital. Several street violators were arrested who were caught selling various illegal items, including chewing tobacco, electronics, clothes, shoes and accessories, some of which were stolen goods. The crackdown is part of the municipality's campaign to prevent street vending, and the majority of the violators were caught near mosques, public squares and outside restaurants. Meanwhile, the Sharjah Economic Development Department has seized 10,440 fake Casio watches in 2 separate raids. In a bid to clamp down on commercial fraud in the region, the SEDD led an initial surprise raid on the 22nd of June, which resulted in the confiscation of just over 5,500 counterfeit watches, and a subsequent raid on the 13th of July saw just under 5,000 fake watches seized by authorities. Counterfeiting is a multi-billion-dollar global trade, with products being passed off as originals, including watches, handbags, apparel and perfume, resulting in loss worth billions to economies and traders around the globe. The Abu Dhabi municipality has finished maintenance work on the capital's 19 pedestrian tunnels. The maintenance work included the assessment of security, safety and public hygiene, as well as repair work on lighting and ventilation, tiles and paint work. This comes in line with the municipality's efforts to raise the efficiency of public facilities and raise the standards for tunnel users and pedestrians. The tunnels were constructed by the municipality to ensure the safety of road users and to help a smooth flow of traffic in areas that see heavy pedestrian crossing movement. The film Abu Dhabi 2011 has gone viral online and has been viewed by over 1 million people already since it first launched in April. Produced by a UAE resident, the short film is a testament to the capital's development as well as the prospering film industry in the country. Our correspondent Khadija Salih met up with the man behind the film.
Slovenian Beno Sarajic is the talent behind the almost 4-minute short film Abu Dhabi 2011. With the aid of his trusty cameras, he devoted countless hours documenting the capital's every angle, heave and sigh, and produced a masterpiece using a photography method called time-lapse and 21,000 photographs out of the 30,000 he took. According to him, it's a combination of his passion for photography, an inspiration from long ago, and the love for Abu Dhabi's dynamism and vibrance that turned his dream into a reality.
I got inspired actually by two different inspirations. In fact, they were the same inspiration but twice repeated. The first film was called Koyanis Katsi, made in '82 by a very, very talented filmmaker called Godfrey Reggio, and then the follow-up by Ron Fricke, Baraka, in '92. I've seen these films. They were incredible. They were documentary films, but what really separated them from the other films was the type of cinematography used. A good part of that cinematography was time-lapse. My passion comes probably from the architectural visualization. I have worked for 18 years as an architectural visualizer, concept visualizer, and a 3D animator. So this is where I trained my eye to see things from the most beautiful point of view and to bring out the beauty in the mundane.
For his first attempt to create a movie, the filmmaker says Abu Dhabi just came as a natural choice. He combined the old and new in the capital, some of its tallest buildings, including the still unfinished Trust Tower in Abu Dhabi's central market.
I think that Abu Dhabi is a very interesting one because it has a very dynamic architecture, tall structures. It's surrounded by sea. You have plenty of boats. You have planes in the sky. You have cranes that are always moving. And you have cars that are full of people that are rushing somewhere all the time. So wherever you point in your camera at any time of the day, there's always life, there's always movement. So Abu Dhabi as a subject is perfect, absolutely perfect. I didn't have to look anywhere else.
At present, while many of us barely have time to stop and smell the roses, Beno hopes to share with everyone the beauty that he sees and captured in film.
First is Abu Dhabi, which is a story of miracle of a beautiful city that has grown from the desert, and it has been built in 40 years, literally from nothing. So that's as far as Abu Dhabi is concerned. The second message probably is a lot more universal one, which is that with proper leadership, with a proper vision, and the determination to follow through, you can build anything. You can do anything. A man can do anything.
According to him, this is an opportune and exciting time for budding filmmakers as the local film industry is growing. And if all goes according to plan, he hopes to create many more films such as this, beginning right here in the UAE. Khadija Salih, 7 National News.
Looking to news abroad now, harsh dry spells and a lack of rainfall since July in central and southwest China have caused severe water shortage for over 4 million people, according to state media. A total of 4.22 million hectares of farmland and 3.88 million livestock across the country have been affected by the drought. The gravity of the crisis has led officials to call for increased support for relief in the hardest hit southern regions, the China's State Flood Control and Drought Relief Headquarters said in a statement. In some parts of the country, an estimated 1.8 million people are in need of drinking water alone. State television also reported that some 520,000 livestock are suffering from the lack of water. Authorities said the drought had caused direct economic losses of $282.7 million to date. The US Coast Guard said it unloaded about 7.5 tons of cocaine in South Florida on Tuesday. Officials said the drugs were seized from a submarine-like craft off the Caribbean coast of Honduras and are estimated to be worth $180 million US. Coast Guard and US Customs and Border Protection crews located the half-submerged vessel July 13th. An FBI dive team recovered the drugs on board after the Coast Guard found the sunken vessel last week. 5 crew members aboard the sub were taken into custody. Semi-submersible crafts are often used to smuggle drugs along Central America's Pacific coast, but authorities say the subs are not common in Caribbean waters. And up next we have the day's business news, so stay with us.